فها هي أمريكا قد أصابها الله سبحانه وتعالى في مقتل من مقاتلها، فدمر أعظم مبانيها، فلله الحمد والمنة. وها هي أمريكا قد امتلأت رعبا من شمالها إلى جنوبها ومن شرقها إلى غربها، فلله الحمد والمنة. وما تذوقه أمريكا اليوم هو شيء يسير مما ذقناه منذ عشرات السنين، فإن أمتنا منذ 80 عاما تذوق هذا الذل وتذوق هذه المهانة، فيقتل أبناؤها وتسفك دماؤها ويعتدى على مقدساتها وتحكم بغير ما أنزل الله، ولا سامع ولا مجيب. فلما أن وفق الله سبحانه وتعالى كوكبة من كواكب الإسلام، طليعة من طلاع الإسلام، فتح الله عليهم فدمروا أمريكا تدميرا. أرجو الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يرفع قدرهم وأن يرزقهم الفردوس الأعلى، إنه ولي ذلك والقادر عليه.
Terrorist group Al-Qaeda released a video statement today depicting their leader, Osama bin Laden,
who has been wanted in connection to the January attacks, can be seen in the video.
Allegedly claiming responsibility for the attacks in question.
This development coming as the coalition says they believe they are close to their target.
Bin Laden's voice has been heard on shortwave radio in the region.
Undisclosed to the media at this time. However, coalition commanders
on the ground have high confidence that bin Laden could be apprehended
although there are no further details at the time.
A few days ago, this mountain complex was discovered in the South Kordofan region outside a remote village known as Al-Kur. Intel sources from the ground and from aerial recon have confirmed the sighting of a tall, lanky man dressed in long flowing robes, sometimes seen wearing a camo jacket. We believe this figure to be OBL himself. OBL's voice has been confirmed by our analysts as having been heard on shortwave radio in the region. We know he's nearby, and someone of his likeness has been confirmed to be present on site. This is our primary target. We'll disguise as Sudanese militants and infiltrate the mountain by ground, followed by an aerial bombardment and artillery to suppress enemy movement. We are to get in position, and as soon as the blasting begins, we move in and we kill the bastard.
What are the rules of engagement, sir?
Rules are that we move in and we don't move out until we're the only ones left standing. Simply put, we are to kill everything on that goddamn mountain.
That was our mission. Simple enough. We go in, we find bin Laden, and we kill him. We knew right where he was. Whether he'd be taken alive or not would be his own decision. We were not to hesitate if he decided to fight. We rode in pickup trucks down rough dirt roads, skirting around the village of Al-Kur. It was early morning, still dark, the mission to commence the day's first light. About an hour prior to mission go, we were to meet up with a local warlord asset named Ibrahim El-Kuma, who claimed to have some limited intelligence on the layout of the mountain complex. According to Ibrahim, the complex consisted of 3 main levels connected by caves and dugout tunnels and trenches. Ibrahim was supposed to guide us as he moved through the complex. When we reached our established rendezvous point, Ibrahim's men were there, but no Ibrahim.
What are they saying? Where's our asset?
They're telling me Ibrahim was caught last night. Doesn't sound good.
Caught by who? The Sudanese or Al-Qaeda?
Al-Qaeda sounds like. Granted, my Arabic is a little rough, but from what I gather, sounds like he was doing some last-minute recon and got caught not far from here.
Shit. Is he even alive at this point?
It's Al-Qaeda. Your guess is as good as mine. They don't seem to know either.
We move forward. Air units are on standby and ready to blast this mountain open at the top of the hour. We've got to be ready and in position. And that's with or without our tour guide.
We went as far as we could go with the pickup trucks. The narrow and winding roads up the mountain were treacherous to drive, and the slopes of the hills were dotted with old, rusted-out trucks that had long since fallen off the road on previous journeys. We'd rather not join them, so we left our vehicles at the foothills and continued up the mountain by hiking it.
Intel suggests we're 2 clicks out from the nearest entry point. Should be just beyond that hilltop to our 11. Sun's rising, aerial package should be en route now. ETA 20 minutes.
So we've got about 15 to get our asses up around that hill and get in position to be ready for assault. Here's hoping we're not late.
This will be a lot easier if we had Ibrahim with us. He was supposed to find us the most efficient route.
Am I the only one getting a bit tingly about that? The guy gets caught the night before the op?
It's war. Shit happens.
Nah, man. Ain't no shit happens when the guy we paid off goes dark and leaves us without direction in the middle of OBL's front yard.
Sarge, that's the very definition of shit happening. Look, we keep it moving. We keep it on a swivel. We make our mark on time. We make the assault. We're still on. Now let's go get the bastard that hit us.
Hell yeah, let's roll. What's our first kaboom?
Thermobaric airdrop right on top of the middle of the mountain will be our signal to go. Gonna be a big one. We won't be able to miss it.
Thermobaric, huh? You mean like the daisy cutters? Damn. Don't think I've ever seen one in person before.
Don't shit yourself. Makes a hell of a shockwave. Better clench your ass cheeks. It'll stir your guts.
He's not joking.
There should be a trench somewhere around this bend up here. Once we get to that trench, we'll follow it to the base of that ridgeline over there, and then we'll be set for mission go.
I think we've been spotted!
Guard tower, at our 2. Engage it.
I think he's got a friend! I'm taking fire from our 9! Someone locate that target! I'm pinned!
Get on the move! On the ridge! 8 o'clock!
Someone get that damn sniper up there!
Should I frag him?
Aim for the base of the tower! Frag the tower!
Target down at R2!
I'm still stuck behind a goddamn rock! That gunner's got a bead on my ass! Will someone take care of that already?
Give me cover fire! I'm going in!
Going in where? The hell is he doing?
He went into the trench. He's moving into the trench. I lost sight of him.
Stupid kid's gonna get himself killed!
Smoked him! We're clear at the trench!
Copy that! Let's move out!
The hell do you think that was, kid?
You told me to clear the ridge!
And that's your excuse for going off on your own?
Actually, no, I saw a third guy come down the trail up there. Smoked him, too.
That's the kind of shit you call out to us. You could have gotten yourself killed. You could have gotten us killed. We work as a team, you cowboy-ass stupid kid. Listen, you stick with me, and you do as I say, and not a goddamn thing else, you got that?
Our approach has been blown. We can't wait for the drop anymore. We've got to go in before they start clearing out the place.
What do you mean we can't wait for the drop? We're supposed to stay a click out so we're clear of it and then we move.
Yeah, well, that was before we woke up the whole damn mountain. Did you hear the bell? They've alerted themselves to our presence here.
What are you saying, LT? You saying they can't deliver now?
We've got no radios on us, no way to communicate our situation. I'm saying we're going to be inside the mountain by the time the air units drop on us.
So we're going to be right in the drop zone? Well, ain't that just dandy as all hell?
Someone fill me in on what's happening?
They're saying that our aerial backup is going to be dropping a big-ass bomb on the mountain right as we're heading in. Daisy cutters will be blasting the top of the mountain, and we'll be right underneath it.
Shit. There's no way to tell them we're here?
We're the first ones on the ground, but not the last. Regular forces are waiting for us at the base of the foothills to move in behind us. So, if the bombs kill us, at least they'll kill whoever we're with too. Then we're all the next guy's problem.
We continued beyond the ridge and through the narrow winding trenches on our way up the hill. The trenches were usually covered in tree branches or camouflage mess to obscure them from above. We saw a couple more guard towers like the one we encountered a sniper at. These two were each empty. At one point, an enemy patrol passed by merely meters from our position, causing us to quickly hide behind a curve in the trench. All in all, things seemed to cool off significantly since our initial contact with the enemy forces. It didn't feel like the mountain had come alive, the way it had felt just minutes prior. If anything, it felt asleep, at rest, quiet. But nobody would dare say the Q word. Well, except...
Anyone else get the feeling it's a bit too quiet around here?
Shut the hell up!
He's right. Something isn't right here. It feels... off.
Heads on swivel, keep it frosty. Our objective is up ahead, 300 meters at our 10. I think I saw the entry point just before we went through that last tunnel. Sarge, rangefinder.
Here's your scope, LT.
Entry point confirmed. Looking around, daylight is coming in through this side. I can see a couple hostiles on guard duty. Some shadows, looks like a few more just inside.
How many hostiles total?
Intel suggests an unspecified number of hundreds spreading through the mountain. We won't know it for sure until we're counting the dead. Let's move up the next ridge for a better look.
Ibrahim said the complex is 3 levels. Do we know which level this entry point will put us on?
Should be the topmost level. What little we know suggests that the top level has the most entrances, which indicates higher priority levels are the lower ones.
So OBL is probably in the 3rd level down.
Could be. Guess we'll find out soon.
What can you see from here now?
More hostiles. Got visual on about 10 to 12 moving around inside. There's a large room just beyond the entry point, and what looks to be some kind of slanted tunnel or shaft running off to the left. Probably will take us down to the next level.
I'm willing to bet there's more than 12 of them in there.
Could be. Guess we'll find out soon.
You gonna be saying that all day?
Guess we'll find out soon.
Shit! Incoming! Friendly aircraft at R3! This is our drop coming in!
We're only 400 meters from the target! We're gonna be toast!
Down the ridge and then run for the objective. Let's go! Let's go!
The hell are we going?
Straight into the hornet's nest. Make a run for that entrance. Have rifles ready and shoot anything you goddamn see.
And then what?
Fucking cover, kid! Remember I said to clench your ass cheeks!
The entrance is giving in!
Good thing we made it in then.
Is it though? We're not alone in here! Once the bombs started hitting, we were able to take advantage of the havoc to clear out the main chamber on the top level. Some of them were killed in combat, most fled the area through various other corridors and tunnels. After a few long moments, other special forces units of other nations began to enter the complex from other directions, most notably the British SAS and the Polish GROM. The Brits and Poles gave chase to the enemy and began clearing the first level, while myself and the rest of Delta Force moved down toward the second level. Upon reaching the second level, we made a discovery that would make our hearts sink and filled our minds with rage.
God damn it! Bastard!
What is it, Sarge?
Look who it is.
The dead guy? Shit.
Let me see, who is it?
Somebody we used to know.
Goddamn Abraham! What the hell was Abraham doing here?
Better question is, why is he here among the savages with an AK in his hands?
Hey, LT. This what you meant by shit happens?
Watch your damn mouth, kid.
I knew I had a bad feeling about this guy. Too convenient that he's with us until you actually need him. He probably knew everything.
Keep it together. We still got another level to clear. OBL could still be on site. Regroup on me and let's move out.
Once we reached the third and final level of the mountain complex, that's when things started to get weird. We have virtually no resistance in this level at all. The British SAS were actually the first to go in on the third level, and soon we were being met by a British officer who had some news for us.
They're giving in. All of them.
All of them? What do you mean they're giving in?
I've made contact with the senior Al-Qaeda commander who says he's got more than 1,000 fighters ready to surrender. This whole level is full of men laying down their weapons.
Is OBL anywhere to be seen?
Negative. No sign of the HVT as of yet. We've still yet to sweep this level.
Alright, you handle the surrenders, we're moving in deeper.
Look, with all due respect, mate, we've got over 1,000 men who could still change their minds unless they and their weapons are secured. We can't risk this turning into a trap for us. They're extremists. They don't care about laws. This could be a forced surrender. Only way to know truly is to take them into custody.
That could take hours. We didn't come here to take prisoners. We came here to eliminate OBL. If he's on site, we have to move.
And if he is still on site, his influence could make these guys change their minds. We're outnumbered 5-1 right now. We must take advantage of their offer to surrender, or this could be a bloodbath for us.
Could be a trap anyway. Any one of these guys could be wearing a bomb vest. At that point, who knows? They could have this whole place rigged to collapse in on us.
Look, we don't have any good options, but we've got to follow protocol and secure the enemy prisoners as soon as possible. Anything else could be a death trap.
Sounds like this whole thing is a goddamn death trap. Do we know how far this level goes?
Negative. We didn't get the chance to sweep. As soon as we showed up, they started throwing down their weapons, coming to us with hands raised.
We are simply not equipped to be dealing with a mass surrender of over 1,000 men. Alright, look. Here's what we'll do. In about 2 hours, we'll have regular infantry moving up in here, and they can perform a proper prisoner extraction. In the meantime, your team should link up with the Polish teams and secure the weapons from all these guys, and then move the prisoners up to the top level where they can be dealt with as soon as the regulars make their way in.
We've no idea how far this level goes. Just because we've got 1,000 here doesn't mean there won't be another 100 waiting to ambush you elsewhere. What if you encounter OBL and need backup?
At this point, we better pray that we do. If he isn't among this crowd, we could be the only shot at neutralizing him.
Godspeed, man. I mean that truly. Go get the bastard.
The third level of the complex, it turns out, was the smallest. Used primarily for command and control, it was built to house only the fighters we encountered and their commanders. Therein lies the problem. Didn't find any of the high-ranking commanders known to us. Zawahiri, Azem, Atef. These were all names we heard mentioned as having operated here, according to what we could squeeze out of the fighters who surrendered. Some even swore up and down that they had seen bin Laden himself the previous night. At least a couple claimed to have spoken with him that very morning. I wish this story had a better ending. A final dramatic showdown with our target, and we would emerge victorious. But unfortunately, that isn't the story being told. Instead, we regrouped with the British and waited for the U.S. Army regulars to come up the mountain with the means to extract our Betty prisoners. By that time, the entire complex had been mapped out and every room and corridor cleared. Some intelligence was gathered in the form of notebooks, photos, and even a few computers. Some of that intelligence, to our dismay, seemed to confirm the presence of bin Laden at this location. SAS swept the third level themselves once the prisoners were out of the way, and then Grom came in after, and did a third and even a fourth sweep. Yet alas, there was no bin Laden to be found. It wasn't until early the next morning that we finally discovered something absolutely gut-wrenching. The bombs that had hammered the mountain inflicted major structural damage to one of the rooms on the third level, causing the entrance to an adjacent tunnel to be buried under rocks and dirt. It was only by chance that one of the Polish operators noticed an electrical cord that seemingly disappeared into what looked to us like a packed stone wall. We spent the next few hours moving rock after rock, digging through the dirt with our hands, to finally reveal a tunnel entrance. The tunnel snaked upward, back towards the second level of the complex, where a trap door at its terminus opened up right into a wooded hillside. The terrain in the area was covered in a thin canopy of tree cover, all the way down to a dried-up riverbed. Further investigation of the riverbed showed evidence that a fleet of pickup trucks had recently used it like a highway. The tire tracks, imprinted in the dirt, disappeared once the riverbed reached a point where it was mostly gravel. All we know is that bin Laden likely used this escape route to head in a northward direction. How long ago, or where exactly he headed, were facts unknown to us.
Pentagon officials have refused to publicly comment on the operation.
Evidence of bin Laden was found, though his whereabouts now remain unknown.
President Clinton refused to speak with reporters earlier today, following word of the
Details
mission.
are sketchy at this time. The sources within the Joint Special Operations Command claim
Credible evidence led them to the site where the terror leader allegedly
It is
operated.
unknown what elements may have played a role in the failure
a
of the
critical
mission.
failure of the Clinton administration.
Embarrassment and scandal.
Political upheaval following word of bin Laden's escape from the mountain complex.
Absolute dismay sweeping over the American public as more
How
facts
will
become
Americans
known.
react to this crushing tactical letdown?
The House
Questions about
Armed Services Committee pledging an investigation will be performed to find out exactly what went wrong and how.
Political fallout striking Washington at this hour, with many asking one searing question.
who is responsible for this failure?